So Peter Hegyes makes his way towards the boxing ring, preparing for his 19th professional bout. Brings to the ring a record of 8 wins and 10 defeats in his 18 bouts so far. From Hegyes in Hungary, Peter Hegyes. Coming off a stoppage defeat in his last outing, which was in May. Always a difficult task to return after being stopped. Let's see what style of temperament and competitiveness Hegyes brings to the ring in this cruiserweight bout. So Marko Nikolić from Belgrade in Serbia, striding toward the boxing ring ahead of his 3rd professional contest. Made his debut in July last year, had his 2nd bout in August of last year, but this his 1st bout since that time. So up into the ring for the first time in the best part of a year. Marko Nikolić takes up residence in the blue corner. So the fighters move to center ring to receive the pre-bout instructions from referee Ingo Barabas. So the opening bell sounds in this cruiserweight contest, scheduled for 4 rounds between the boxer wearing blue trunks trimmed with white. And that is Marko Nikolić from Belgrade in Serbia, and his opponent wearing black trunks trimmed with white is Peter Hegyes, 35 years of age, competing in his 19th professional contest. And his last outing, he was stopped in 2 rounds by the evergreen Ratko Draskovic. 48 years of age now, Draskovic. Some 10, 11 years ago, he was a regular visitor to the UK, Draskovic, as an opponent for British heavyweights such as Audley Harrison, Matt Skelton, and Danny Williams. But he stopped Hegyes in his last outing back in May. Whereas Nikolić, in a busy start to his professional career, but he's been out of the ring for the best part of a year. His professional debut was in July of 2013 in Serbia. He's also boxed in Montenegro, so this is his first outing in Germany in what is his 3rd professional contest, but his first one since August last year. So no doubt who the busier boxer has been. But Nikolić brings that confidence as he gets through with a good double jab and then right hand, but brings that confidence from never having lost in the professional ring. Good right hand over the top, good left hand response from Hegyes. But Nikolić exclusively on the front foot, taking the bout to Hegyes, scoring with a good left jab to the head and then body before falling short with that two-punch salvo to the head. Snapping left jab pushed out once again from Nikolić. And Hegyes will look to increasing the speed and perhaps tighten up the arc of those punches because they're painfully slow in comparison, and they were rather arcing the final two shots of his previous combination as well. Nikolić has exhibited such speed that, look at that left hook, well, he could have boiled an egg in the time that it took that one to be delivered. And that's just asking to get countered over the top by a puncher who is as swift and accurate as Nikolić appears to be to this point in the contest. Right, left to the body from Nikolić. Good straight left, right down the pipe. The right hand was particularly effective from the Serbian. Good left jab was an effective shot, and the first of those three punches from Nikolić. So not a new experience, but one he hasn't been through in a while, Marko Nikolić. Gone the 4-round distance in his two professional contests to date. Whereas the man in the other corner has 4 wins coming early in his total of 8 victories from his 18 fights. So beautiful left hand from Nikolić. Crisp, accurate, and a 1-2 straight between the guard of Hegyes. Just get an impression of the twilight sky here in Halle. The retractable roof closed here at the Jerry Weber Stadium. And it is boxing, not tennis, that is center stage in this magnificent amphitheater for sport. We're in the cruiserweight division. It's scheduled for 4 rounds. Peter Hegyes, 35 years of age, from Hungary, weighed in just below, considerably below the cruiserweight limit at 189.8 pounds. Cruiserweight, of course, moved up to 200 pounds some years ago now. Nikolić, 187.6 pounds, or 85.1 kilograms. So Hegyes just slightly heavier, perhaps just a touch taller as well. But the speed of Nikolić proving to be a significant factor here, and the accuracy as well. Trying to change the angle of attack. Lead left hook, got behind the right glove of Nikolić, and then a left to the chin was a very accurate punch. Hegyes backing up and under significant pressure now, covering up, firing back finally. But again, his punch response, very slow indeed. And of course, not every boxer is going to be as quick as his opponent, but the punches are rather pendulous. They don't snap back to the point of his chin. And that just leaves him open for a counter when facing a puncher this swift and this accurate. We're on the halfway stage of this second round. Scheduled for 4. And it is the shaven-headed figure of Nikolić who continues to take the bout to Hegyes, who increasingly is covering up, because when he lets his own hands go, he's getting picked off. Plenty of patience being exhibited by both boxers. Nikolić staying in the pocket. Remember, this is his first outing in a year, so just perhaps looking to take the opportunity to get his rhythm and timing back together and reacquaint himself with what it's like to compete beneath the ring lights and in front of an expectant crowd. What a right hand, straight over the top, and it puts Hegyes on the canvas. So mandatory 8 count being issued. We're in the closing seconds of this second round. Right hand over the top again from Nikolić. There's the 10-second clapper. Nikolić putting on the pressure. Left hand was an effective shot. And again, the punches painfully slow in response from Hegyes, driven backwards towards his own corner at the conclusion of that second round. Strong finish to round number 2 from Marko Nikolić. There was the shot. Just caused the legs to completely lose balance. And you perhaps heard the corner of Peter Hegyes say, back of the head, please watch, to the referee. And it was a shot that landed in a strange position and elicited a strange reaction. It wasn't on the chin, perhaps behind the ear. And the feet of Hegyes just splayed from his boxing stance and caused him to touch down. Perhaps a trace of blood from the nose as well. As we move into the second half of this contest, 2 rounds completed, 2 rounds to go in the cruiserweight division. Peter Hegyes stopped in his last outing. That was in May of this year, stopped in the second round by the 48-year-old Ratko Draskovic. Has just been on the floor here in round number 2 of this cruiserweight bout. It was a shot that appeared to be behind the ear. Just glanced his ear on the way through. His feet splayed beneath him, and he went down on all fours. So how badly has he been affected by that? There's another right hand again that causes Hegyes to cover up. Good left hand to the body, and that will perhaps drop the hands of Hegyes in an instinctive response, and then leave that chin slightly more open. And the ambition, any ambition that Hegyes was showing just appears to have dissipated at this point in the contest. Covering up, and the punches that he is throwing is not really stepping into range with any intent. There's a left hand attempted to the body, and now he is within punching range. These boxers of similar stature. Corkscrew right attempted by Nikolić. Nikolić falls short on those attempted shots to the head.